Hey everyone, I'm Mr. Strength. I'm your instructor, and this is the About Me video, mostly just so that you guys know what it is that I'm actually bringing to the table for you, and you can get to know me a little bit more as well. So yes, my last name actually is Strength. It's Scottish. Did the little ancestry, trip through everything. But I have been teaching college courses for about 15 years now. It started when I was in Texas, and I'm originally from Texas. I was teaching a class on InDesign. I'm basically an InDesign expert. And so I ended up here at Georgia Piedmont, and myself, along with Coach Beasley, were hired to build the graphic design department from the ground up. With that said, I bring about 24 years worth of graphic design experience. My experience mostly is in print and media production, but also, keep in mind, I've worked in a very diverse background. I've done everything from designing logos to websites. I've done printed materials, books, booklets, brochures, marketing materials, advertising. One of my main clients was Cricket Mobile. I've also done stuff for Hershey's, Tropicana, Mike's Hard Lemonade, a lot of brands that y'all recognize. 7-Eleven, but everybody in the office worked on 7-Eleven's point of purchase stuff. So, I bring a lot of experience from both small startups all the way to giant international corporations. I've built a graphic design department for an organization. It was an international organization, but I only did the national level. So I've done a lot of things, and I'm bringing that to you. One thing that I will tell you too is that while I do understand that y'all are starting out in this realm, I'm going to push you. And I need you to understand that that push is not me being mean. It's me trying to push you past your comfort zone. Step out of your box, okay? Step out of your comfort zone. Step out. Just get out, all right? Outside of that, if you guys need anything, if something comes up, please reach out to me and let me know if there's a death in the family that you have to deal with, if there's a family emergency, please let me know. All these classes are meant so that even if you're not able to attend class, you can still do the work online. So, for example, I've had students have to go out of state for something, and I just let them know it's cool. Maybe I'll give you a little extra time, but you have to get that done in a certain time frame, and then your other stuff is due. I know life happens. Just let me know, okay? I'm try to be as understanding and flexible as I can. But if you're going to come and let me know something happened about 4 or 5 weeks later, I can't really do anything. You don't let your boss know that an emergency happened right after, it's been a week or two. You need to let them know when it happens or as soon as you can. All right. Aside from that, the way the classes are work is that you're going to have something due every week. If there is a holiday, congratulations, every week. So in the real world, you don't get spring break or summer break or winter. Well, you don't get a winter break either. So if we are in school and we have a holiday in the middle of a week, that doesn't stop us. I'm still going to have work for y'all to do because this is what it's like to be in the real world. And Coach Beasley and I have structured our classes so that they reflect and prepare you for the real world scenario. All right. Which is, you're going to have a deadline. That's your deadline. Your due date is your deadline. You need to meet that due date. Okay. Depending on the class, in terms of software, we mostly promote Adobe. It is the industry standard. So for vector and raster classes, that's going to be Photoshop and Illustrator. For the page layout, it's InDesign. After that, it's kind of up to y'all. We will introduce you to some software, but I do highly recommend that you go ahead and get an Adobe software license. I understand it's, everyone's broke, but you're going to need it. Okay, I can't give you mine. I need it so that I can grade stuff. So keep that in mind. You can use it anywhere and it's beneficial. Maybe someone can pay for it and you can pay for half, and then each of you get one license that you can use, okay? But please understand that we're going to expect you to at least have that for the first part of these classes, and then after that, it just depends. When I talk about not being able to accept late work, what I mean is that if you miss the deadline, I won't accept it. I'm going to make that very clear. If you miss the deadline, if you do not turn anything in, that is a 0. Now, if you turned something in and you get a low grade, that's not the same. You actually did turn something in. So what I do allow is for students to turn things in if they are updating it. So, let's say James goes and turns in a horrible design. So he gets a 20. I mean, that's low. Yeah, it's really bad. But then, 3 weeks later, James sends me an updated version. Well, I can't give him a 100 because that's not fair. You missed the deadline. But what I can do is increase your grade based on, how much improvement did it make. So maxing, say, around 90. I think this is fair. It balances between college and the real world. In the real world, sometimes you don't miss deadlines, or you just don't miss deadlines. Sometimes your deadlines move. They move forward, they move back. So understanding that I'm strict about deadlines because 9 times out of 10, they do not change. And so even if you're, dying in your bed and death is just about to take your soul from you, your deadline still is there. You need to get your stuff done, okay? But otherwise, if you guys have any questions, any concerns, or you need anything, please reach out. If you are on campus, you're welcome to stop by the office. Just understand that if I'm with a student, I cannot stop what I'm doing and help you. So if you're stuck on time, just come by and see if I'm available, but I make no promises there. Occasionally we get stuck in meetings, we get phone calls, or I have students come in. So just be understanding. That said, you are able to actually book an appointment, and it is good because it's based on my calendar. So I put things in my calendar. If I'm in a class, it will not let you book an appointment with me during that time. So if I have to be off campus somewhere, it won't let you book an appointment. Although you can email me, and if I am free, I'll try to accommodate. And I try to be as accommodating as I can. But please understand that I'm a human as well, and I have life things that happen just like you do. So let's communicate. I communicate by putting stuff in my calendar, or I'll make announcements. Please make sure that you also, do the same thing. Let me know if something's coming up, if you're not able to make class. If you are online and you want to come in and, get some clarification, or if I have a class that has an in-person and you want to join in that class, it's the same class, like Vector Online and Vector in person, you are more than welcome to come in person. I have no problems with that. Come in anytime that I'm available, and I'm happy to go over things with you. I do my best to put follow along videos so that I can give you a lot of the same information I would give if I'm giving a lecture in person. If you are in person, these classes are structured so that you technically can do everything online. I have had students that showed up once, twice, or 3 times, and then I never saw them again, and they passed my class. Just please remember that you should come and talk to me, reach out, call me, email me, book an appointment, we'll video chat, we can share screens, I'll walk you through stuff. I have students that on the average message me or call me once a week. So please, please, please know that it's okay for you to communicate with me, okay? It's going to be a great semester. I look forward to seeing all the amazing things you guys are going to design. And until then, I'll see you in the classroom.